black people need to start worrying about black people issues and stop worrying about white people issues. Black people worry about white people's issues too much. Stuff that has nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with you. Most of the issues that they're worried about, it's already happening to your ass. They doomsday prepping. You've been in the state of doom for a while now. There's been a lot of days of doom for your black asses. For a while. Hundreds of years. Concentration camp or confinement camp. Mass incarceration. The population is predominantly who? Yeah. So you already been snatched up, taken out of your homes, and locked up in confinement camps, forced to do certain types of labor, different things like that. So, yeah, that's something that's already happened to you. A depression or no. Economic collapse. You've been in a state of economic collapse for a very, very long time now, black people. Come on now. We produce so much money, produce trillions of dollars a year, but we're the biggest consumers. We don't manufacture anything, but we consume everything from everybody. We won't just spend with ourselves. We won't spend money with ourselves and circulate so-called black dollars like the Italians and the Jewish and the Asians and, you know, different ones do when they come into the community, the Arabs, different individuals. No. We're going to give all of them our money. What's so special about their name brands? I mean, are we seeking credibility or validation that much that we have to get it through someone else's name? Like, your name isn't worth anything? Brand your name. Why are you endorsing someone else's name? What's happening to your name in the process? So when you're gone, we'll remember that name that you endorsed, but we may not remember your name. Then it's just poor economics. See, and it's not just a black thing, it's a white thing too. So, you know, like, it goes all across the board. See, but the problem is that people are too scared to really come together and do what really needs to be done. So what happens is you get a lot of mental masturbation. You know, you get a lot of talk about change and how we need a change and what needs to change and how things aren't going to change and all of the different changes. And really nothing happens. This has been going on for decades and decades and decades now. See, this is a strategy by the enemy to keep you in a state of confusion, a circular state of confusion. You're revolving, going in circles. That's why you're calling yourselves revolutionaries. When are we going to evolve, ascend, rise higher? See, you have to learn your enemy. You have to study your enemy. You have to learn your enemy. You have to know your enemy as well as yourself. You see, and a lot of us are running around only doing bits and pieces, only doing parts of that. Study your enemy. Study these parasites. Study them. It's the easiest way to kill a parasite. Parasites need a host to survive. Stop hosting them. Don't host the parasites. See, I know it sounds easier than can be done. Sounds easy, but it's not that easy to do, we say. If we all collectively make up our minds to do so, it is that easy to do. The problem is we want to keep making excuses. We want to keep sabotaging ourselves. We don't want to overthrow this system. We just want to be a part of this system. We don't want to burn the house down. We just want to be welcomed into the house. So you have a parasitic system that puts people against each other. Black versus white, brown versus black versus white, and all of these other crayons versus crayons, class versus class. And we're foolish enough to play that game and attack each other instead of coming together and overthrowing the real enemy. And I'm not saying that we all have to unite as one giant force, but what I'm saying is we can have collective units that have the same purpose and same goal, the same ambition and the same intent. We don't have to necessarily integrate with each other. We don't necessarily have to congregate or mingle amongst each other than when we're discussing business or strategy. You know, it's kind of like when you watch those kid movies and you'll have like all of the lions come together, all of the animals come together, like the Jungle Book. All the animals come together to go against Shere Khan. Or you watch all the animals that come together when they drinking from a river or from a stream, and a certain river is considered holy, or a certain time is holy, and no one attacks each other or violates or disrespects each other while they're drinking. This is a holy time, a sacred time. Rules of engagement. But yet you're not going to see the lion hanging out with the hyena. You're not going to see the giraffe sending his child off to school to be taught by the elephant. You're not going to see the gazelle eating like the cheetah. You're not going to see one animal mimicking another animal, trying to be like another animal. You're not going to see a leopard telling a zebra, "Well, I like your stripes. I think I'm going to wear mines like that." See, these are things you're not going to see. This is things that don't happen in the animal kingdom. But like I was saying earlier, see, black people focus on white people's issues because white people are overly admired by black people. It's like black people look to white people to see which way to go, what to do. If something's going to happen to white people, something's going to happen to us. It's the slave complex still. You know, what's going to happen to Massa? If something happens to Massa, what we going to do? If Massa in trouble, we all in trouble. But in actuality, your ass been in trouble. You've been dealing with being snatched up, confined, locked up in prisons, treated like lesser than a person, poisoned, intentionally poisoned, setting up housing in toxic areas by railroad tracks and other types of toxic radioactive lands, poisoning the water in your neighborhoods, setting up liquor stores, fast food restaurants, and all other types of poisonous control centers to administer your poisons that you enjoy and love so much, disguised as McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, Popeyes, whatever. All of these things are poison. They're all toxic. These things are actually killing more black people than the police are. Oh yes. Planned Parenthood, abortions. Yes. Poor diet, leading killer. Poor health. We're killing ourselves faster than anyone else can kill us. We have to focus on us, focus on issues that we're already dealing with, collectively come together and handle these issues. I'm not saying that you have to hate anybody. I'm just saying that you have to focus on yourself and come together and heal your body. Wholeness, family. We have to rise and be greater.